I've spent a lifetime trying to understand myself, and yet even now, it feels like I'm constantly uncovering new layers, new truths, and new contradictions within. INFJ males are often labeled as mysterious, overly sensitive, or emotionally intense. But those surface-level labels barely begin to describe who we really are. If you've watched my previous video, Understanding the INFJ Male, you already know we explored the foundations of this rare personality type, how we think, love, and experience the world. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend checking it out first. You'll find the link in the description or right here on the channel. It lays the groundwork for everything we're about to dive into. But before we begin, let me ask you something personal. Have you ever felt like an outsider in your own life? Like you're observing the world from the sidelines, quietly, thoughtfully, but never quite feeling like you belong? If that resonates with you, then this video might just speak directly to your soul. What I'm about to share goes beyond personality labels. It's an intimate glimpse into the emotional, intuitive, and often hidden world of the INFJ male. So sit back, relax, and let's take this journey together. And if you find value in this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and support the channel. Your support truly helps me keep creating meaningful videos like this one. The struggles of an INFJ male. There's a weight that comes with being an INFJ male. Most people don't realize it, but I often feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of emotions I pick up from the world around me. It's like being a sponge, absorbing not just my own feelings, but those of everyone else. Empathy for sure is my superpower, but sometimes it feels like a curse. When I see someone suffering, even if I've never met them, it's as though their pain becomes mine. I feel the urge to help, to fix it, even though I may not have the strength or resources to do so. But that's not the only stress trigger. The world is chaotic and sometimes I just can't keep up. Spending too much time out there, interacting with people, participating in activities, engaging in things that require emotional energy, can be utterly draining. My mind constantly seeks peace, and when I don't get it, I retreat into myself, feeling as though the world has become too overwhelming. And then, there's the pressure to fit into society's expectations of masculinity. Most men are expected to be strong, stoic, and unemotional, but I don't fit that mold at all. I think deeply, I feel intensely, and I often find myself standing in stark contrast to the men around me. I don't see the world through a practical, unemotional lens. Instead, I see potential, dreams, and possibilities that are often dismissed as unrealistic or overly idealistic. This clash with mainstream culture often leaves me feeling out of place, as though I am a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit. I'm a dreamer, a visionary, yet these traits don't always mesh with the world that expects me to be just like everyone else. The hidden world of the INFJ male. People often say that INFJ males are mysterious, and in many ways they are right. We are quiet, introspective souls who are constantly processing the world in a way that most others cannot comprehend. I keep a part of myself hidden, even from those closest to me. It's not mean that I don't want to connect, it's just that I feel safer in the depths of my mind. In the world of thoughts and ideas that nobody else can truly understand, I've learned that I am more likely to thrive when I work alone. The outside world demands so much of my energy, and when I'm left to my own devices, I can create, dream, and explore without boundaries. But it doesn't come without its downsides. The more I retreat into my mind, the more disconnected I feel from others. It's an ongoing struggle between the need for solitude and the desire for connection, a balancing act that many INFJs struggle with, and I am sure you struggle with this too. The emotional landscape. If there's one thing I've come to realize about myself, it's that my emotional awareness is both a blessing and a burden. I am keenly attuned to my own emotions, but what truly sets me apart is how deeply I understand the emotions of others. I can walk into a room and instantly sense the energy, the tension, the joy, the sorrow. This makes me a great listener and someone who can offer comfort in times of need. But it also makes me incredibly vulnerable to the emotional turmoil of others. I have to guard myself against absorbing too much of their pain. or else I risk losing myself in the process. I crave harmony and peace. Disagreements, conflicts, or negativity leave me feeling drained. When I'm surrounded by chaos, I feel like I'm being torn apart. I want to fix things to heal the wounds, but sometimes I can't. And that, more than anything, leads to feelings of frustration and helplessness. Navigating relationships. When it comes to relationships, I am fiercely loyal. Those I care about know that they have my unwavering support, and I will go to great lengths to ensure their happiness. I'm a quiet protector, often standing in the shadows, offering guidance and comfort without seeking recognition. But this doesn't mean that I don't yearn for connection. I do, deeply. But the truth is, it is difficult for me to open up. Trust has to be earned, and even then, I'm cautious with who I let into my world. It's not easy for an INFJ male to navigate relationships, especially the romantic ones. We have high expectations, not just of others, but of ourselves. We dream of a love that is profound and meaningful, one that transcends the surface-level interactions that most people settle for. When we find it, we're devoted in a way that most cannot understand. But until that connection is found, we often remain distant, guarding our emotions as we try to make sense of our place in the world. The struggles of communication. As an INFJ male, I can easily read between the lines. I can hear the unsaid words, feel the hidden emotions, and understand what people really mean, even if they don't say it outright. But when it comes to expressing myself, that's a complete different story. I tend to keep my thoughts to myself, often preferring to process them internally rather than verbalize them. It's not that I don't want to share. It's just that it takes time for me to formulate the right words. I'm not the type of person who speaks off the cuff. I need to think before I speak, to make sure that my words are well considered and reflect what I truly mean. This reserved nature can be misunderstood. People often think that I'm aloof, that I don't care, when in reality it's the opposite. I care too much. I just don't know how to show it sometimes, but when I write, when I have time to reflect, my thoughts come alive on paper. That's when I feel most capable of communicating my true self. Conclusion and call to action. As I reflect on everything I've shared, I realize that being an INFJ male is a journey, one that's filled with both beauty and struggle. It's not an easy path at all, but it's one that I wouldn't trade for anything. I've come to embrace my uniqueness, to understand that my sensitivity, my intuition, and my introspective nature are all part of what makes me who I am. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's that it's okay to not have everything figured out. It's okay to be different. It's okay to feel deeply. And above all, it's okay to ask for help when you need it. The world might not always understand us, but that doesn't mean we're alone. So if you identify as an INFJ, or if you simply feel like an outsider in your own life, I want to leave you with this thought. Embrace who you are with all your complexities, your dreams, and your fears. You are enough, just as you are. Keep moving forward, keep growing, and never forget that your uniqueness is a gift, not a burden. The world needs more people like us.